Bruce's kitchen today to find out why Bruce can't come to the radio station. Apparently he's busy. Hey, Bruce, what have you been doing, Bruce? How come you're so busy?
We've already taken scones out of the oven, and Rosemary's making her beautiful cinnamon buns, and all of our foods are prepared to take away, so you can come in and get dinner to take home, or you can sit in and have a nice bowl of hot, nourishing soup. Our website is up and running now, so if you want to see the daily specials, you can go on our website, bruceskitchen.ca, or you can just give us a call at Bruce's Kitchen, 250-931-3399.
Thanks, Bruce. This scone is amazing.
You're welcome, Dave, and we look forward to seeing everybody in the kitchen.
When some people think of heavy metal, they think of Metallica. Some people might think of Led Zeppelin. But here on Salt Spring, when you say heavy metal, you can only think of Big Bad John of Salt Spring Metal Recycling. He's the bad dude who will pick up your car clunker for free. He's the heavy metal maestro who lets you drum up anything metal for free. Give him a call, 538-8335. It's Big Bad John for all your metal recycling needs. Located on Rainbow Road under the power lines.
CFSI, you make me smile. You give me the news and the blues all day. 107.9 FM.
The History of Salt Spring is brought to you by Slag Lumber.
S, that's the way it begins. L, that's the next letter in. E, the middle of the thing. G, gonna hear it again. G, yeah, you heard it before. Slag Lumber Store. Look around, a whole lot more. Never find prices like Slag's Lumber Store. More, never find prices like Slake's Lumber Store.
Remember that movie? Where they said yowzer?
Is that true what you were telling me, that your parents used to skinny dip?
Yeah. They're dead now.
Where did they skinny dip?
In their... Where? Any place we were camping, like at midnight, they'd go out. It was embarrassing, but it was night. You didn't have to see them.
Well, a lot of us are adult children of unfortunate circumstances. Apparently there's a new 12-step group for adult children of hippies.
Yeah, I'll bet you.
Yeah, just think.
Oh, God. You know, these kids with these, River, Rainbow...
Yeah, well, they all changed their names.
To John.
The males go redneck and they get a chainsaw and they change their name to something, but...
Yeah.
It's quite interesting. Did you feel that your upbringing was okay, or were you fairly well adjusted? Was your house...
I didn't realize that how bad my
dysfunctional?
upbringing was. I thought, everybody probably has it. Then my brother hung himself.
Oh, my God.
And other things happened, and I realized, yeah, I really did. That was a pretty... But I used to envy the poor kids, because they all had money. I never had any money.
Yeah, that was the same in my town, too.
Yeah. Poor my dad drove new Cadillac. Well,
I was just talking to an English woman, and all her family were Edwardian and drank laudanum.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What's laudanum? Is it like gin?
Well, I think it's opium, isn't it?
Oh, yeah,
it's opium. Well, we have a guest in the room. Hey, we have an elephant in the room that we're ignoring right now.
What? Hey.
He's a fairly small
Theo.
elephant.
I don't know. So you ever drink absinthe? I had some friends that imported
it makes the heart grow fonder.
Oh, it does.
Yeah, what's your name anyway?
Well, my name is Trout.
How do you do?
Oh, how do you
As in Kilgore?
There's a guy named Trout in the South End, Dave Moulton.
Yes,
That's Dave Moulton's name.
Like, how long has he been using it?
Wow.
Oh, long time.
Wow, Dave, the other Dave will know. How long's Trout been Trout?
He's been Dave
Not
Trout.
the only
for-
Trout.
As long as Herc was Herc.
I'm not 100% groundbreakingly original.
No, that was his parents had a fish farm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since,
Yeah.
since the early 60s.
Early 60s.
No,
And
it puts me up.
Burgoyne dairy crap from the cows used to go across the road and kill the fish.
Yeah.
According to Joe Moulton.
Stan Moulton was his father, Trout's father.
Oh, Stan was.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
yeah.
Joe was his uncle.
Oh, all right. But who owned the land?
Stan. I think when he
Okay.
sold out. No, I think that
And they all
Nina
built on it.
Rajinski's daughter owns the farm now. I think I'm going to run my combine down there.
Not Nina. Oh, her daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't.
What are the birds?
Sophie.
What are the birds with the orange beaks?
What?
Oyster catchers. Oyster catcher
yeah.
Rajinski. Isn't that
yeah.
her nickname? Nina, what's your nickname? I'm back to Trout. Where are you from anyway?
Where am I from? Parts unknown.
I heard something about Creekside Drive.
No,
That was
we
a
don't
whip.
give
Where do you live? What's your address? What's your phone number? What's your email?
147 Main Street. My previous address was 601 Upper Ganges Road. My email is metaltiger50@live.com. I weigh 197 pounds. I am indeed a metal tiger myself with Libra rising and Pisces moon. What about yourself, Henry? Pluto's in Uranus is what I heard.
Well, yeah. I'm. Yeah. So what?
You're 247 pounds of blue twisted
I
steel.
wish I used to be. Man, I'm tipping the scales a lot more than that. I finally, when I went up to the Superstore, and these trousers I bought, I moved to 40.
Why don't you get overalls and you don't have to have a belt?
Yeah, I figure it's like the goldfish bowl. You know, like you just keep getting bigger and the bigger the bowl.
Didn't your father want you to be a wrestler?
Yeah.
How come you never took that up?
He thought I could break guitars over the opponent's heads. You know, like he did.
Like
all he looked at
Sweet
was the
Daddy
paycheck.
Siki, and then remember the Japanese guy that threw salt? Did you ever watch wrestling?
Kinji
A little bit.
Shibuya.
I was personally blessed by Roddy Piper himself. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
I was personally blessed by Roddy Piper himself. I had a guy living down the street from me when I was in Victoria who he was a teenage kid, and he used to come out, I'm related to Roddy Piper, you know, Roddy Piper's my cousin. He would go on about this all the time. So finally he comes up to me one day and says, Roddy Piper's coming to my house. We're having a family reunion. He's coming to my house. So he's all excited about this, and so the weekend comes, and I hear all this roar going on 2 houses over. So I get up on the roof and I look over, and sure enough, their whole yard is crowded with people. There's this one guy in the center of the yard that's like head and shoulders bigger than everybody else.
So he really was a
The
wrestler?
entire crowd radiates outward from this guy.
Yeah?
Like, oh, that must be him. So anyway, me and my buddy, I was sharing the house with at the time, we get in the car, and we're actually heading off to do the radio show, the old radio show at CFUV. And we're going down the road, and there, standing in the street with a crowd of kids around him, is Roddy Piper himself, and he's big as a bus. And we pull up next to him, and I look at him, he's standing there with a drink in his hand, looking kind of relaxed, and I go, hey, Roddy, they live, man, they live. And he looks at me and he goes, God bless you, boys.
Really?
Yeah.
That's damn near as good as the Pope, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's
What?
better.
Or
Are we going to
We gotta go.
Ian Paisley or somebody.
already?
Yeah.
Or Ian Paisley.
Salt Spring loves lovers, and these great merchants want to show you just how much. The Salt Spring Loves Lovers Draw will be on February 7th on Eveningside with Bobby McGee. Tons of great prizes for one lucky listener to share with their Valentine. See our website for contest information, www.cfsi-fm.com. Salt Spring loves lovers.
It's been revered in ancient cultures as the food of the gods. To some, chocolate is as good as love. To others, it's better. So this Valentine's Day, spread the joy of love and happiness with the gift you know anybody would enjoy. Gift boxes of chocolate. Don't hassle with buying online. Don't wait on ferry lines. Come on downtown to Harlan's Chocolates. It's our own island's handcrafted chocolates. And Harlan's has a vast array of perfect Valentine chocolate gifts. So give a gift of love. Come visit Harlan's Chocolates.
Okay, so Rodney, I'd never heard of him.
I'd never
and
heard
I'm
of
from
him either.
Victoria.
Roddy Piper? You don't watch wrestling?
Well, no,
Yeah.
in the old days I did.
Oh, okay. Well, this guy's, I guess, from the 80s. I can't remember when he was wrestling.
it's-
Oh, well, we're more like Mad Dog
Vachon,
Vachon,
yeah.
Julian
Okay.
Kiniski, Sweet Daddy Siki,
Okay.
Bob the
Whipper Billy Watson.
Bob the Viking Morris.
See,
Yeah,
I remember
any
when
more,
King
Dave?
Kong Bundy and...
But Henry knew the Hart brothers. Wasn't the Hart family in Calgary?
Well, yeah, I worked in their garage as a sculpture studio, and they didn't have a front porch in this mansion. They just had broken down Cadillacs, and you climbed up the trunk and the hoods.
Stampede Wrestling.
Yeah.
And
they,
that was Edie Amin's favorite show.
Was it?
Stampede Wrestling.
yeah.
Before
Calgary.
WWF.
CFCN Tower,
Bumpy
right up by CFCN Tower was the, and Bryn, who works right over there and is a fabulous artist, and it was Katie Owie, the sculptor, and she took me in and she took him in.
So what was your mother's maiden name?
Potter. And my father, if he'd taken my mother's name, he would have been Harry Potter.
Oh.
He missed a bat there, didn't he?
Now, what was your first pet when you had a kid?
Thaddeus.
Oh, well, that would have been, your porno name would have been Thaddeus Potter. That's how you figure out your porno name, is you take the first pet when you were a kid and your mother's maiden name. Mine's
the street you lived on.
No, that's your soap.
It's got to be evocative.
That's supposed to be your soap opera. Yeah, it is.
My porno name is Dick Slap.
Come on.
Say that
Is that your mother's name was Slap?
No, it's my porno name.
Well, but what was your mother's maiden name?
Well, I'm not telling you.
Why
There's
not?
nothing that's
Well, how did you get to be? Are you a
It's
Scorpio or
Lovelace.
something? How come you're so secretive?
Because I'm a man of mystery.
Wow.
Can I get a thank you, masked man over here? Come on. I'm an international man of mystery.
Wow. And you don't want to tell us where you live, but you lived in Victoria. What sign are you? How smart are you?
I'm not that smart. I'm always working on
A
it.
lot of Scorpios are secretive. Are you a Scorpio?
No, not even close.
Wow. What do you got to be secret
I'm not
about?
giving it out
What you
because
tell us
my
what you got
sign
to be
is
secret about?
unlisted. It's an unlisted.
Unlisted sign.
I don't want the property values to go down or anything, so it's better if nobody else knows about it.
The soap opera name is the street you lived on
Yeah.
Okay.
as your last name, and what's your middle name? Henry Leon, right?
Leonardo.
Yeah, Leonardo. And what street did you live on as a kid? First street.
Tickner Lane.
Leonardo Tickner Lane is your soap opera name.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
a soap opera. That
Mine's
would work.
Lindsay Coke Denage.
Coke.
See, that's
No,
way
Coates.
better. So, see, mine would be
Coates.
Norman Windsor, and that doesn't work at all for a soap opera name. It should be like
Why not?
Fabio Laberge or something, shouldn't it?
No, not necessarily. The guy Victor, I told the wife I was going to go to acting school, come back as Victor, and she'd notice me.
Victor Salami.
Oh,
Yeah, there's a
What's
guy
your
on the
middle
soap
name?
opera.
Mine would be Marshall Roland.
Yeah, it doesn't. He's Roland. It doesn't work.
Sort of hyphenated last name, Roland Road.
He lived on the street after his family name.
Right.
For real.
No,
So what brought you to Saltspring Island, or is it a secret?
that's mostly a secret. I
Okay.
can't remember what brought it. I think it was a
The
big
ferry.
boat. It was a great
If
big
you were
boat.
really clever, you could see the ferry.
Yeah.
Ask him something
Okay.
mysterious, Dave.
Sure.
Something mysterious?
Yeah.
What do you got in your attic? What do you got in your closet?
What have I got in my closet? I have a vast collection of vinyl records. And
Vinyl
there's not
records?
much else in the closet.
What else do you need?
fits.
Because I throw out records.
What do you got?
Everything.
I'll look at it, whatever it is. I mostly like rock and roll.
But this little rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
I work at Recycle, and people bring in their record collection. So I heard something that I shouldn't. All right. The guy on CBC, he had the world's biggest record collection in Canada,
Really?
but the covers all had bed bugs in them.
Ow. That's
And so he
painful.
threw the whole thing out.
That's horrible.
I mean,
Really.
there was nothing wrong with the records. The bed bugs don't live. And all you do is take the covers and put them in
You know,
your
they told me
microwave.
at the Anglican church today, you know how it's supposed to be wine, women, and song?
This is Dave, my alter ego.
Yeah, he said back in the Royal Navy, it used to be rum, bum, and long plain records. No, instead of wine, women, and song, it was rum, bum, and
That's in
LP
the Navy.
records.
Oh, boy.
Now that's one of
Oh,
our guests.
sailors like for me.
Now,
We're going to
we don't have.
we're
a
going to
red
interview
button.
the guy that told me that, John Mills. He was an English
yeah.
teacher at Simon Fraser.
Sodomy and the lash.
Yeah, that's Churchill.
You
Well,
want a taste of the lash?
screwed, blued, and tattooed.
Personally, I'd rather have
Yeah.
Screwed was being paid.
Right.
Blued was blue ointment as
For VD?
for crabs,
Oh.
critters, and tattooed was tattooed.
Tattooed, eh? Like a military tattoo?
No, like a ink on.
You mean like my
skin.
wife's tattoo?
Yeah. Your wife's mini tattoo.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, tell us another one of your secrets. You like the long playing records. You like 38s, or what do you call them? 78s? Or do you like 45s?
45s, mostly 33s. I just like them. I fetishize them. I
had
a friend who said that people will never collect CDs the way they collect records, and I think it's true, because, for me, CDs
are gone already.
Kind of,
They are, yeah.
Yeah, people throw out their CDs, but we don't take them at recycle. I have lots of 45s.
Yeah.
Oh, they're nice. I know. I just love vinyl records.
So what was 16 and a third? Who played that? That was Talking, they said. That record I brought in that last week.
Yeah, there actually was 16 and a third.
Right.
Oh.
No, we did, the subject of 16 and a thirds did come up, but...
That's right. But then we said, what was 16 and a third about?
And then he said it was to do with the voice.
Yeah. Huh.
So where do you keep all these LPs, or is it a secret?
In my closet.
Oh, right. And then when do you bring them out? When do they come out of the closet?
They come out whenever I want to listen to them.
Oh.
What do you play them on? Like trashy or really good
I gotta
ones?
get a new needle. I got a crappy stereo that I listen to. I've got a giant Sansui tuner amp that I gotta get repaired, and huge jazz speakers, like as big as refrigerators for it. But all I've got to put it, power them with now is this sort of crappy little kind of component stereo. It's not separate components. It's one component, but it's made to look like it's separate components. It's kind of cheesy. So that's all I've got right now.
Okay, you just put on earphones and...
I've got to get my amp working again. Real volume is the thing. You want real volume, so it sounds like you're actually there in the cow dome with all the reverb and the echo.
Like that cartoon picture with a guy with his hair going back.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what
in his armchair.
I used to see a lot of Rush concerts when I was a kid, and I'm always trying to replicate that experience somehow. So I bought myself a dry ice machine, and
seriously,
it doesn't work very well though.
Oh. Dry ice is good. Yeah, you can't buy dry ice on Salt Spring Island.
You can get fog machines. Actually, I got it at Spencer's.
We did that for a play, but we had to get it from off island. And every night we chopped this thing up, and we only had so much dry ice. And then I forget.
What is dry ice anyway?
I don't know.
Frozen CO2.
Frozen CO2.
It tastes lousy.
See, I knew that.
It's hard on the tongue.
Yeah, but Rush used to have. Like a whole truckload of it they let off before they came on. There'd be this huge fog bank that would fill the arena, and then you'd hear this ba-dump, and they'd come out, And you wouldn't see them at all for the first 5 minutes because it would just be vapor. I don't know how much of that stuff I inhaled.
Yeah,
They didn't pass out.
Always trying to duplicate the experience somehow, though.
Was that in the Cow Dome?
That was in the Fort William
Circuit?
Gardens, which was even worse. When I say the Cow Dome, it was like, you go to see them in these hockey arenas or exhibition stadiums or whatever. And sometimes they would, the Fort William Gardens didn't smell of cow poop. On the other hand, when I saw Elvis Costello on his first Canadian tour in 1978, and it was in the Lakehead Exhibition Stadium, which was a dirt floor with cow manure all over it. And they
Thunder
put a
Bay,
stage
Ontario?
at one end of it, yep. And the whole thing smelled like manure, but it was a good show.
We have a friend coming out to visit us from Thunder Bay. Karen Perry's coming out with her daughter, Serenity, who's got a law degree and has adopted.
Where's she going to stay?
A kid out of Ethiopia, and she's adopting another one out of Russia.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to stay at our place or your place. I don't know.
I got a place.
They're Salt Spring Islanders that introduced the sauna bath to Salt Spring Island.
Really?
Yeah.
And
they live at Fort William First Nations.
Well,
now.
here we go.
Long-time Islanders.
Here we go on the ads again.
And then we'll talk about some of our
And
guests.
we'll be right back to this cutting-edge drivel that we're
We all rely on our septic tanks. It's something we don't think about until it's too late. The problem just happens. In the wintertime, your septic field works its hardest. That's why you need your septic field tested now for the work to be done in the spring. Andy Hickman of Salt Spring Island has over 40 years of experience and is certified and licensed to install or replace your septic field. Call Andy now at 537-6609 and let him check your septic field if you think you might have a problem. Andy will give you a free estimate and will schedule your work for the spring. Andy Hickman, 537-6609, offering you complete septic service and ease of mind.
Hi, I'm Mafalda from Salt Spring Insurance Services. It's that time of year you just want to get rid of those winter blahs. You've planned your trip a while ago. You're all set for sun, fun, and relaxation. You get to your destination, and unfortunately, you have a mishap and you need medical attention, and you can't afford it. Let me help you travel with peace of mind by arranging the right travel insurance. Call me, Mafalda, at 537-1730.
At Beaumel Chrysler and Duncan, they understand and care about community. In fact, Beaumel Chrysler is the only second-generation car dealer in the valley. For over 40 years, Beaumel has sold our community its Chryslers, Jeeps, Dodges, and pre-owned vehicles. Here's what some Salt Springers had to say about Beaumel Chrysler in Duncan.
The folks at Beaumel Chrysler took care of us. We were real people. We walked in the door. This is our second trip back in a number of years. They brought us in, invited us to sit down, treated us like real customers of high quality.
And who are you?
Tom Bremner, Fire Chief, Salt Spring Island.
Thanks, Tom.
You're welcome.
Beaumel Chrysler in Duncan. For over 40 years, a name you can trust.
But ever and a day.
Secret person, Karen, Ron and Karen. And
Well, I'll tell you a secret
here.
about them. Their son was shortlisted for CSIS.
Well, you've told us that every week that we've ever been on.
Yeah. Have you? What about our? You ever been shortlisted for CSIS?
Well, if I have, they've not told me about it. I think I may well be under observation, which is one reason why I like to be secret.
Oh.
Well, my social number is 469159618. What's yours?
I'm not telling.
All
right. So
my driver's license is 2011841. What's yours?
Thanks,
What's
Dave.
your? I would have no idea. I would really not have any idea, honestly. Even if I had to give that, I wouldn't know. But
Do you have a driver's license?
What's your PIN? What's your personal information?
My PIN number?
Yeah.
Zen 3.
Zen 3?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
And my code word for my email is Panoka.
Panoka, okay.
Yeah.
Panoka, what does that mean?
P-O,
Is that like
N-O.
Pinocchio?
It means black elk in Cree.
Oh, cool.
Amisk means beaver.
You know what a Wookus?
Beaver means
Wookus
castor.
is frog in Cree.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Are you up on your Cree?
No, I just know that one word.
Oh.
Do you know what Custer's last words were?
What? What
These
were they?
Sioux are killing me.
I could go for some fish fingers.
And thank you, Joe Clark, for phoning in Michael Harcourt's name when we couldn't.
Yeah. Joe Clark came over to my place yesterday, and I was
Joe or
leaving
Glenn? Really?
for Duncan. And
Drunken Duncan, the city of
so I
Totems?
couldn't give him the 25-cent tour of my new Model T car.
Henry's got a new Model T.
He does?
Yeah, direct from
just got it.
Spokane, Washington.
Yeah.
Really?
Isn't that an oxymoron? A new model?
Cruising
Well,
with
yeah.
New to
Joe
him.
Clark and his
You'll
Model T.
see me. I'm going.
Are you going to drive it around this summer? Are you going to drive
I'm
it
just
in
going
the
to
gay
drive the
parade?
hell out of it.
The gay parade is the biggest parade on the island
You
right
could paint
now.
it pink.
Oh yeah.
Paint that sucker pink.
You
Whip
could.
it out.
Sucker? Well, a car, anyway.
You think?
I think you should. Yeah, you should.
You think I should come out of the garage? You heard
Gotta
about
come
that?
out sometime.
The
man.
gay
Not gonna
dollar
be
is a
younger.
good dollar.
Yeah.
Don't
We're all
knock it.
waiting.
The gay dwarf who came out of the cupboard.
Covered. That's right.
That's
Yeah.
what. The Jewish.
That's two. And that's it.
That's okay.
Okay, you got these vinyl albums now.
All right.
What happens with them? Do you
I just
you
like
bring
to-
them out of the closet?
No, I like
and?
to get naked and roll around on them.
Oh,
You don't cook
tie
them down and
yourself up
drink
to
them, eh?
No.
No,
Isn't
I
that true? The people used to
Oh, yeah.
drink records.
Yes,
They did?
Yeah.
Really? They used to drink out of it because you guys those cylinder records you could pour out.
Cellulose.
No, but I think they melt it for the
Yeah.
yeah. Isn't that
I
alcohol.
think
strange?
you could do it with 78s. I'm not sure you can
Oh,
do it with it.
and shoe
it's-
polish.
People
Yeah,
would make
shoe
ashtrays
polish.
out of them sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
And
used, we used to play frisbee with them occasionally. We got one we didn't really like very much.
what kind of? Yeah, I mean, you said rock and roll.
Apparently,
Are we
you
talking?
can decapitate zombies with them too. Although I haven't tried.
Oh yeah.
No.
You gotta get that wrist action.
My wife is going to a spiritualist meeting tonight.
Yeah.
Wow. She trying to out religion you or what?
Well, she's a Walmart Wiccan, and now she's going all spiritual on me. She's going to go talk to the dead tonight.
Oh.
The not so grateful dead. So you're going to have a show, right?
I'm going to be a chicken Wiccan.
On what time's going to be your chicken wedding show?
I don't know.
Secret.
That's a secret too.
You instead of if they do a movie about you, it won't be called the commitments. It'll be the non-commitment.
That's right.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. The non-commitment. How many T's? How many M's? Well, I mean, if you were to have a radio show and if you were to play something on it, what would it be?
It would be nothing but fish.
Fish?
Completely.
Country Joe?
I have no time for any non-fish related material. I just don't have the tolerance.
Well, everything.
For it.
There was an Australian movie made about that, about a DJ that talked like a fish. You must be quoting from that.
Oh,
yeah. There was a talking fish on the wall.
Really?
Yeah, with a DJ and a Naugahyde couch and some teenage girls.
When you were in a choir and you couldn't sing, they told you to goldfish.
Hey, that was me. How did you know?
Because I stood beside you.
Because you've heard me sing, right?
I heard you in Tuned Air. You were...
Fish, yeah. I said, and Dave, when that song, will you still heed me, will you still need me when I'm 64, I got to say, and Dave.
That's right.
That was my one line in showbiz.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I got to say, and Dave. Vera, Chuck, and Dave. Yeah. That was my showbiz debut and exit.
That was delivered with
and Dave.
Pizzazz even.
Wow.
You know, are we allowed to talk about restaurants that don't sponsor us? Because I went to the Upper Pizza today.
Oh, yeah.
And from the Mexican gentleman there, I ordered a street taco, chicken, pollo, we call it down
Pollo, yeah.
And it was excellent. I just want to say that it was delivered with speed, alacrity, and it was just the right amount of food for a nice light snack.
Oh, yeah. Did you get the large, medium, or small alacrity?
I got the Barry Kazakov special.
Wow.
Yeah. Duke, Barry Kazakov. Yeah. He's the guy that owns it.
I know.
Yeah.
So have they knocked down that building?
This guy's Mexican or Russian or what then?
Well, the owner of the Mexican restaurant's Russian. This is Canada.
And they're all making Italian food.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Yeah.
Why not?
So where are your ancestors from? Not Canada.
I can't tell.
I'm secret. There's too many of them anyways.
I don't know their social insurance numbers. Don't say that I live on Creekside.
I don't want people finding me.
Where can we? You know, I was telling somebody. Craig Jensen was down here for a visit, and he had a stack of hundreds in his wallet that was bigger than yours.
Bigger than Dietrich's?
Really?
No, but Dietrich doesn't have hundreds. He's just got a thick wallet.
Yeah. With keys.
And he said he couldn't believe that you moved off the mountain, and I bet him that you've never been back up the mountain since you moved there. You ever driven up the hill since you moved out?
No. Well, all the people I knew up there are dead.
No kidding.
Johnny Stepanek, Mary Stepanek.
Yeah. Bill Spurrow.
The Hill,
The Hills Brothers.
Walls.
Right.
Wall. Harry Wall.
Yeah.
There was Bill Spurrow, yeah.
True.
And I mean, that kind of... Look at...
Yeah.
You figured the writing was on the wall, Henry? You were next, or what?
Well, I mean, you're never one to go anywhere unnecessarily. I mean, you're not one to go around it. It'd be neat to take a drive up there in your model. Can it climb hills, Model T? Or is it a Model A?
It's a T.
You've explained the difference to me 1,000 times.
No, it's pretty slow.
Okay, what is the difference between a Model T and a Model A? I can never get this straight.
They don't look that much different, but they have three. The T has 3 pedals. So the right pedal...
Yeah.
Okay, everybody think right foot.
Okay, we got it, yeah.
If you stomp on that, that's a brake. The middle pedal is reverse. The left pedal
is
forward.
First gear.
And so gas is like a hand throttle?
Yeah. So you got advanced retard on the left and throttle on your right.
You can't say retard anymore.
No. And then you've got the emergency brake. So you pull the emergency brake all the way back, you got emergency. You move it forward a couple of clicks, and you got neutral.
They didn't have clicks then. Everything was miles.
No.
Not Atchison, but
And then you move the emergency forward, and you have high gear.
Bullshit. Really?
Yeah. Oh, it's crazy.
That doesn't make any sense. Does it have an
That reminds me of my combine or something.
I know.
But it's neat how you can advance and retard the spark.
Oh, yeah.
Climbing hills, right?
Yeah. And you can adjust the mixture, the fuel mixture, while you drive.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You just turn the choke knob, and you're adjusting.
So if you're going over the Malahat, you'd be frantically turning and twisting and pulling knobs.
And they get about 12 miles to the gallon.
Oh, really?
So I'm just going to drive the hell out of this thing. I may not even get a collector plate. I just might just
turn it into an island beater. And
yeah. Just
Craig Jensen's going to rebuild my rototiller.
I thought you were getting
a Honda engine. No, he's going to rebuild the Kohler.
Yeah, but you could have got John to do that.
John who?
John Rowe from the motorcycle shop that
I haven't
advertises on
met
this.
him yet. Craig Jensen's going to do
You're
it
kidding.
for free.
He's in his third year of law. He's a diver.
Why didn't you get him to interview? Why didn't we get him to interview?
I don't know.
Okay, here's who we're going to interview. We're going to interview Susan Jensen, a woman from Crofton.
Who the hell's Susan Jensen?
Well, she is from the Crofton family. You got to get a word in edgewise. You're not going to get interviewed.
I can't think of one. I'm not very good. I'm used to doing the monologue, the dialogue.
Being
thing.
secret over
Where do you fit in this usual stream of content?
Well, 3 seagulls on a log is the Norwegian Air Force.
It is.
So what kind of log do you do?
What kind of log do I do?
Well, you said you do a monologue.
Monologue. Well, that's the only one I got. I mean,
well,
I need
talk
two
about
heads to
what
do a
would you
dialogue.
talk about if we all hid from you and we were all secret? What would you talk about? What's on your mind right now?
Triceratops, tricycles,
Trichinosis, Jewish dietary laws. Yeah.
What happened to the fish?
What happened?
I thought it all had to relate to fish.
It had to be fish.
It all relates to fish. Well, of course,
Name
everything
one.
does.
Well, everything.
Yes.
We all came from the sea, right?
Indeed.
Trichodectophobia.
He's afraid of 13 fish.
There we go.
And you know how many fish are supposed to be in a Chinese restaurant in the pond?
No, I don't, Dave.
9.
2 fish.
Same as in Tai Chi, everything's a repetition of 9. Number 9, number 9, number 9. Like in the Beatles album, right?
Yeah.
That's all we used to call the numbers when I was psychotropically adjusted busboy in BC Ferries.
So do you think, I just read this, do you think there should be a warning on beer that it may contain barley?
Yeah, watch out for
Warning may
barley.
turn you into an
Can you
arsehole.
believe it? I mean, I can see them saying beer may turn you into a parent, because you're so drunk
You
you
can
don't know.
engage in
wake
coitus
up
or
and-
something at short notice.
I mean,
right?
it's been bringing people together for hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Beer.
Been a parent for years.
Like in Clan of the Cave Bears, remember that?
Haven't seen it.
What?
Oh,
Daryl Hannah running around in a fur underwear, isn't it?
exactly. Yeah.
With every hair in place.
Yeah.
Well,
Have you seen
Bob,
Black Swan yet? Oh my
I
God!
think Henry's seen it.
Mila Kunis does Natalie Portman. You gotta
really?
see it. It's friggin' great.
Black Swan.
the Black Swan.
Yeah.
No, I haven't.
I don't think they.
Did you see True Grit?
No, but I
It
want
was
to
up at Central. It was very good.
That was
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
made John Wayne look pretty lame. Let
Good.
me tell you.
I mean, True Grit is
Coen
like the
Brothers.
only watchable John Wayne movie in the first place. So if they've outdone it, then I'm
They've
personally
outdone it so bad.
Well, that's good style, yeah.
They made John Wayne look like a high school play. It's good. It's
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges.
Boy,
Oh,
can
good.
he.
Yeah. Can he drink?
Well, yeah, he drinks
Or is
and
it
he
just
falls
stunt
off his
drinking?
horse.
Can he Lebowski?
Yeah. And you know why so many hockey players have ski on the end of their name?
Because they can't spell toboggan.
That's right.
Very good.
Okay, that's 3, Henry.
Uh-oh.
We're only
I
halfway
didn't
through
say
the
it.
show and
You're
you
gonna get
used
hockey
up your
players
allotted
coming down.
I
Get
didn't
mad at
use
you
the
now.
punch. Our secret
You
guest.
should come and bowl. My daughter Molly
I
is
love
turning
bowling.
31, and she's gonna.
Molly is 31.
Yeah. She's gonna rent the bowling alley for her birthday party.
Oh, I'll be there.
Yeah,
Is
Saturday.
Lois going to be there stopping me from eating all the food?
You know that we don't slander our ex-wives in this show, Henry.
No, but
I never say anything
wasn't
about your
slander-
ex-wife.
I wasn't slandering.
Well, the very mention of many
We
names.
never do that.
Oh, okay.
What about your ex-wife,
Deal.
Mr. Secret Man?
Well,
you have
my-
any secret ex-wives?
Well, my wife can't wrestle, but you should see her box. Can I say box on the air?
Yeah, sure. Yeah. Moving right
Now,
along.
anyway.
Okay, time for commercial.
Over the past 103 years, Moet's Trading Company has transformed itself into 5 uncommon stores. Moet's Home Hardware, Bed, Bath and Homeware, the Housewares Store, Old Salty, and Moet's Clothing. Each of our managers devote considerable time stocking their respective stores with merchandise that we are fairly certain will appeal to and excite Salt Spring Islanders. After 103 years, we think we know Islanders better than large chain stores based out of Atlanta, Los Angeles, Houston, or wherever. These stores decide in advance what they want to sell you and fill their stores accordingly. At Moet's, we find out what you need and like, and we go out and find it for you. As the old saying goes, there is no substitute for local knowledge. And after a century of serving you, Moet's has that in spades. If you can't find what you're looking for at any of Moet's 5 stores on Salt Spring Island, you probably don't need it.
family-owned MB Bakery is Salt Spring's first choice for pastries, cookies, cakes, and coffee. Very soon, they'll be offering some exciting new products to our island. Go online to MB's Facebook page to take advantage of their weekly specials. They're open at 4 a.m. with Salt Spring's first hot coffee of the day and have a tempting selection of baked products to wake you up with. Order one of MB's custom decorated cakes for your next party or occasion. Call 537-5611 to order yours today. MB Bakery at the foot of Ganges Hill. The coffee's always on.
Research.
So I watched the show, 10-part series by Ken Burns about jazz, and there was quite a bit about records and the politics of recording. And there was a big strike for 2 years during the war, I think, wasn't there? All to do with recording. Were you aware of that?
Which war?
Yeah, the Second World War.
Second World War. No, I really just start with the Beatles and,
The Beatles?
Yeah. I don't know almost nothing before that. In terms
Like
of
the Ed Sullivan Show when they came on, that 1960.
I was there.
You were there?
Oh, yeah.
I saw that show, too. What year was that? 64? The Beatles?
64, I think, yeah.
No, I graduated. I was long. No, it was like 61 at that.
No.
Oh, yeah.
They broke in England in 63 and they broke in the States in 64.
Joe Clark, phone in. Tell us, when did the Beatles play in the Ed Sullivan
So our number here is 931-7999. Thank you, Dave. See how you went over with me?
174.
Can't even get the number.
Okay, tell us some more about the station, Henry.
What, the station?
That we're on.
Oh, we're live streaming. Talking about fish, we're live streaming. How's that?
That's right, yeah.
And there's a
Pisces, pescador.
There's a party out there.
There is.
We're missing it.
There's a rodeo in the park.
In Latin, it all starts with a P. Fish.
Fish, yeah. Yeah,
Spanish.
well, there's that, how you spell fish.
Tridecaphobia.
Yeah.
A fear of a triple-decker sandwich.
Oh, yeah, so
CFSI,
we're the top of the...
Salt Spring Islands Community Radio Station.
Far right.
The far right.
We're as far right as Stockyard Hay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So didn't he have to change his name to Doris?
Doris Hay?
Doris Hay? Or maybe that was Rock never mind.
That was Rock Hudson. I saw them in the pajama game.
I have a
with
great
my mother. My mother wasn't in the pajama game.
Split screen.
What's that?
I have a really funny Rock Hudson joke, but
well, tell it.
Go for it.
No, I can't do it on. I can't do it on radio.
Oh, you can do it. You're
boss. Even I would push the red button on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll show you sometime.
Okay. Did you ever go to the pajama game yourself?
Me? Oh yeah.
You know that was a fairly socialist movie.
It was?
What's it now?
Yeah, because it was pro Garment Makers Union.
Oh, really?
It came out. It was the first slightly left-wing movie to come out after the McCarthy era. It was actually, by its standards of the day, a political movie.
Did not know that.
Remember how they all got together, the workers in the
I've never seen the pajama game.
You've never seen the pajama game?
My mother had the record, the pajama game. I would not watch that movie as a kid. It was just,
How old are you?
Being aversion to it, I am 97 years old.
Wow.
I would have thought you were a little younger.
I'm 13. I can't remember.
Your mother had the pajama. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No social insurance number, no license number, no age.
So I had, you know Cat Food Dave.
I'm not into the number.
Cat Food Dave.
Yeah, we don't call him Cat. He's not Cat Food Dave anymore, but he used to be Cat Food Dave.
Yeah, Cat Food Dave.
Who made the record and had the Harley and the Corvette. Yeah. Yeah. Well, he was telling me that when you're born, the Canadian government sets up a business with you as your name in capital letters, and you are the president, the straw man of this company, and that's why they can ask you for tax. But he said you can, as long as you don't register your car, and as long as you don't say you're driving it, you don't need insurance or a driver's license, and if you don't sign this thing, or you say I quit from this company, you don't have to pay taxes. Man,
that's why nobody should know who you are or how to find you.
Yeah, exactly. That's sort of
a friend of mine
they can exploit you for money.
Had this weird idea. She didn't register her kid.
Yeah.
During the Vietnam War, so they didn't, get a birth certificate or anything. So what happened? The old man takes off with the kid. No way to trace him, and he only took the kid to fundamentalist wacko Christian schools and basements.
In BC?
No, in the States. and ended up living with those sort of deliverance non-vet survivors up in the hills of Idaho or something.
Oh, yeah.
And
Do you know
only when the kid decided himself he wanted to connect with the mother was she able to reunite with him.
Do you know what the penalty now is for bigamy in BC?
2 wives.
2 mother-in-laws.
Oh. My mother-in-law is coming out in February. Not coming out, but visiting.
What can you say about your mother-in-law?
That's nice?
Yeah.
We're not allowed to have dead airspace. We have to keep talking no matter what.
Yeah, so, okay.
No, I don't call her Fino Barbie doll anymore. I'm very good.
Fino Barbie doll.
No, seriously, I'm very good about that.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Speaking of name calling, have you seen my cousin since she left the island? Leah.
No.
Yeah, she's over there in Victoria.
I saw your other cousin. She came to recycle, and I said...
My other cousin, Leah?
No.
My other brother, Daryl.
No. When did you quit beating your wife?
Never.
Oh. No. What's her name?
It was Henry that coined the phrase at the thrift shop. The wife beater's thrift shop. Henry's slogan is, "You can't beat our prices either." Okay, tell us more about your show.
Why do you hang around with that sadist? It beats me.
Okay, tell us more about, you don't know who
long enough.
You don't know who Charlie Christian is. So what do you play, the Bee Gees or something?
Fucking right. Excuse me. Did the Bee Gees? Oh yeah, I'm all over the Bee Gees. Yeah, that's what. Nothing but Bee Gees. I'm just down with the Bee Gees. Are you serious?
Are we talking?
I don't know.
Motown,
I play like Nina Hagen and Negative Land and Frank Zappa and stuff like that.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah. What about Moonwit Zappa? No, Moonwit. That was Moonwit.
Moon Unit.
Moon Unit made one record, and I don't think she makes records anymore.
Oh.
I saw Dweezil play his father's material a couple of years ago, and that was great.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
So
tours with
he died of prostate cancer, didn't he?
Frank did, yeah.
The motorcycle shop on South Spring is called Joe's Garage, named after.
Is it really?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
We should have John on here. Sure. And John, he's on Trip Road, and his number is. Can I give out his number? 538.
Yeah.
2120, and that's where I take my motorcycles and things to be fixed. And
it's just that Craig Jensen's so rich now, and he's got time in his hands.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah. So he's fixing your Troy bill.
That's affirmative. And I have to admit on the air, you know who bought me my rototiller? My ex-wife Lois. Isn't that romantic?
I was there.
Yeah, Dick Royal and I delivered it.
Yeah.
And I used to run that Troy belt back when I was an alcoholic hippie organic with a beer in one hand, and the handle in the other, and the throttle in the other.
Yeah, that was you.
Yeah.
Give a man a fish, and he'll feed his family for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he'll sit in a boat and drink beer all day.
Works for me. Show me the way to go home, boys. I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
Yeah. Don't stop
That's a fish song. Right?
It's a fish song. It's a fishing song.
So down at Recycle, can I do a Recycle report?
Yeah, you can turn it into an advertisement.
All right. Well, Peter's still being Peter, and
his parents crossed the ice at night to get away from the commies.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did they? Oh, yeah. He was a diver.
What ice?
Peter Grant was a diver.
Really?
All right. Diving.
Yeah.
Skin diver.
No, from a board.
The high board.
Like, who was the famous
I got the
Canadian
funniest
diver?
thing on
Greg
YouTube.
something.
It's the Frank Sinatra show, and this guy comes out and he's drunk, and he goes up onto the diving board and he keeps falling off, and it was really good. But you don't have
Peter
YouTube.
was quite athletic, I think.
Anyways, we now take styrofoam and soft plastic.
I just took some there.
But it can't crinkle. Dan told me it can't crinkle.
No, if we can hear you crinkling as you walk along, like a chip bag that,
Yeah.
No, if it sounds like bacon frying when you're unbacking it.
When he walks around in his leather pants, you can hear him crinkle.
Crinkle it. Oh, yeah. Just crinkle. So, anyways, we take that. We take poisons. We take flammables, and we take inflammables.
Wow.
Because they're both the same thing.
So how do you recycle styrofoam anyway? I mean,
well, I can do it. You mix it with gasoline.
I used to feed it to my chickens, and they'd eat it and shit it out, and it was like vermiculite.
Oh yeah.
Seriously.
You feed them hot water and get hard-boiled eggs.
After that, probably too.
My brother-in-law took over the chicken house.
Oh,
yeah. Don't go in the hen house or they're laying for you, right, Henry?
Yeah, and a chicken coop always has two doors.
Which are?
Because if you put 4 doors, it would be a chicken sedan. That's 4. Anyways, my
difference between a lawyer and a rooster
is
rooster stands on the fence and clucks defiance.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's quite clever. Oh, that's clever. I like that one.
Yeah.
Where is Oldroyd anyway? Let's get him on the show. 4.7 million he ripped off the Salt Spring Island public.
4?
Yeah, trust funds.
0.7?
Yeah.
And he still has his house?
And he ratted me out for sending a few rocks through the trees at one point.
I mean, sure, didn't like Bader's blasting out there.
No. And the thing is, when you blast and you send it through some rocks through the, you know how the branches just kind of part and they fold back down around the rocks. It's harmless.
Yeah.
But 4.7 million worth of trust funds. Now that is white collar crime.
Yeah.
I know comparisons are odious, aren't they, Henry?
Well,
have to think about that one for a minute.
What?
Well, when is your show? Your secret show?
Yeah, we're a long way out into the abstract now. It's on Sunday nights.
Sunday
night
night?
At 9. I've been on hiatus all winter.
Like a hernia?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
How'd you get that?
A hiatus. It's kind of like a tall...
In the diaphragm.
Well,
they don't even use
hiatus
them
is sort
anymore.
of like a tall, pointy, pyramid-shaped thing. And it's hard not to get hemorrhoids when you're perched on top of one for a long period of time, as I have
on
been
a flagpole
over the winter, yes. Perched on top of my hiatus getting hemorrhoids. But
wow.
Looking forward to getting off of it and getting some ointment on them.
Oh, this is good. So you're coming out of the cave.
I'm coming out of the cave. I'm coming out of my closet with my arm full of vinyl.
Very good.
And
very kinky.
Yeah, I'm going to do my Rock Hudson impression for y'all.
Okay, that's good. Who's going to be your Doris Day?
My Doris Day. Well, I'll have to work on that. I had a co-host. I'm not sure if I still do or not.
Man or a woman?
I might get a sock puppet.
A sock puppet.
On radio, they're good.
Hello, my name's Doris.
Yeah.
Charlie, what's his name? McCarthy.
Charlie Sheen.
Charlie McCarthy. And,
I just saw him. Who was the guy that went up the river? That wasn't Charlie Sheen. That was Emilio Estevez, was it? Or was that Charlie Sheen?
Well, Emilio Estevez.
In Apocalypse Now.
Apocalypse Now. That was Martin Sheen.
Martin Sheen. Is that the father?
Yeah. It was their dad.
Wow. Who was the one in Repo Man then?
That was Emilio.
Commercial.
Emilio Estevez. I love that movie.
That's all right. Repo Man is a brilliant movie.
Yeah.
Life of a Repo Man is always intense.
Here we go to...
It's those fucking Rodriguez brothers.
Come.
Chief Tom Bremner of the Salt Spring Island Fire and Rescue with some safety tips. Never leave cooking unattended. Don't overload your electrical outlets. And never leave candles unattended. Remember, if you're smokers, cigarette butts should be completely disposed of safely and never store gasoline inside. Keep flammable materials such as curtains and furniture at least 1 meter away from space heaters. Store matches and lighters in a child-proof drawer or cabinet, and remember to work with your family in creating and practicing a fire escape plan for your whole family and home. Get out, stay out, and call 911.
Want to hear some good gossip? Nah, it's not really gossip. It's really something cool. Our legendary Treehouse Cafe has an incredible offer for you. Burger and Brew Night on Thursday nights. For only $10, you get one of their awesome handmade burgers, your choice of side, and a draft beer. What a deal. Beat those midweek blues. Gather a group of friends for some laughs and great food at the Treehouse Cafe. Thursday nights. Burger and Brew Night.
Yowzer, here we are again.
Yeah,
wow,
right.
We were talking really good stuff.
Speaking of Mel Gibson, it took 18 Scottish hill farms to put one Norman knight, the cost of, put one Norman knight on a horse and armor. We're talking about Braveheart and Mel Gibson and his anti-Semitism and what's her name, Tina Turner. What about Ike?
Ike? Oh, he was.
Ike claimed to be the first rock and roller. Do you have any records of Ike?
No, although I have records of Tina. I don't have any records of
Ike.
but
he also...
He actually claimed to have started...
I think he beat the crap out of Tina, though.
Oh, it's terrible.
Oh, yeah. No, Ike is not a popular guy.
No, not at all. But he claims to have been the first rock and roller.
Wow.
Ike does.
He was right there at the beginning.
You know who I really liked?
He was.
Before that was Charlie Christian. Is there any way we could play some Charlie Christian on this show?
Sure.
Not really. Henry?
Well, not right now, but
Not today,
next
but-
week, could we?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
I love Charlie
Charlie
Christian. I don't know why, but it's just
What numbers? Like
electric guitar. Just what I'm not smart enough to quote reel off numbers, but I just
okay.
love them when in the Benny Goodman or any.
Can
of
I
that
do an
stuff.
ad for? You know how we have all these off-island people advertising on this radio station?
Yeah.
Salt Spring. Well, Bucky's Sporting Goods
in Duncan.
I went there yesterday and we bought a bow for Theron because we've joined the Rod and Gun Club. It's not just my mouth I shoot off.
It's your bow and arrow.
Yeah.
You've armed your wife.
So do you have one of these crossbows or you a longbow man?
No, we're recurve. She's recurve, and is she ever?
Wow.
And
don't women
I
have
am
to cut off their left
compound.
breast to be archers like the Amazon
No,
women?
no.
Pretty hardcore.
Yeah, no, we don't do that.
They don't do that nowadays.
Not anymore. No,
Oh.
no, it's
It's two-breasted archery.
Yeah.
So asymmetrical.
That's
Yeah,
like
but
in Lanark County, Ontario.
let me tell you
cows
that,
are cows
that
and women
Salt
are
Spring Island
double-breasted.
has produced two of the best archers in the world.
Oh, I know. I've heard that.
Barb and Ken are funny.
Really? Barb?
Ken.
All right, now let's riff on this for a little bit. Seriously.
Ken ran off with Mr. T anyway.
And they're
Forget
both
about
really
it.
frustrated because they're just smooth. between
Yeah,
the
no
legs.
trying to tell you. I
And he
know.
comes in his own box, right?
Yeah. Well, Barbie was originally modeled after, even though my
What?
aunt-in-law looks like Barbie, I will have to say this, that
What?
she was modeled after a German sex toy. That's where the Barbie doll came from.
And the ass would turn around backwards and everything?
Oh, yeah. Well, you need that for a sex toy, don't you?
I don't know. I don't.
What do you mean you don't know? What
I
about that
don't
shot
know
that we have of you down in Las Vegas with the
Barbie
inflatable
always
doll?
looks like
that
she's
was
got her
different.
arms folded out in front
Can
of
we
her.
elevate this conversation?
Okay.
For the last 10 minutes.
With him in a raincoat in a sex shop in Las Vegas.
Everybody
I have the
knew
picture.
Otis was
Yeah,
hanging
yeah,
up the
no,
floor,
I-
too.
He never took the raincoat off the whole time he was in Vegas, right, Henry?
That's right. And I just about got my arm. They had a robotic thing that would arm wrestle with you.
Yeah.
And my friend put it on high, and it thing just about ripped my arm off.
Wow.
But it was close.
What kind of friend was that? Was that Barry, what's his name? McKelvey?
No, McKevitt. Gary McKevitt.
You guys were in the
And,
same grade in school, right?
Well, unfortunately, I kept failing, and he kept moving up on me. Yeah.
But did
And
you
my parents-
outsmart him in the end, or what?
I think so.
Yeah.
I phoned him yesterday, and I said, at the Duncan pawn shop, they had
Right.
a cornet. I didn't know it was a cornet. It's a small trumpet. It was beautiful.
Another good ad I'd like to do for not only Bucky's,
Yes.
none of these people are paying for these ads, by the
No,
way.
they're not.
Is Jeff Hops at the Shell? Is it still a Shell in Crofton?
Jeff Hobb. I went to school with
Now,
Jeff.
let me tell you, that guy is a saint. We were overloaded over in Duncan there one time with
dynamite or what?
sandblasting sand.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the highway patrol pulled us over, and we weren't allowed to move. And Jeff came down, the owner of the Shell service station, went to school with Henry. He's a replica man. He's rebuilt everything. And anyway, he came down and took all the extra sand off and put it on his own truck so that we could proceed, and then hauled it to his service station and kept it there for us.
What a
with
guy.
expecting nothing in return. And he restores
give him?
combines. I just shop there. He wouldn't take a penny. I just make a
Oh, he's
point
a good
of
guy.
buying my gas
He's a
there.
good guy.
And he restores combines and threshing machines and tractors. And
Was he worked on yours?
no, that would be a good idea. I was going to get
It's not
Todd the
yours, is it?
Mohawk to do that. Without the Mohawks, there'd be no English Canada,
Mohawks.
That was what was behind that Oka thing. So
Cigarettes.
they didn't like
Cigarettes.
Yeah, I know. And they didn't like those Frenchmen coming in there telling them what to do. They've been mercenaries for the British.
Yeah.
And so it went way back in time to the the Revolutionary War, etc. Even previous to that.
Uh-huh.
You got any Indians in your life?
At the moment, no. Nobody's chasing me. No, I'm getting along with everybody right now.
Well, it'd be handy to have a treaty number. An Indian phoned me this morning, and
Karen.
a guy from his father's from Yemen, and his mother's a Blackfoot. He's a Rastafarian from Toronto. No, seriously, he used to live in the trailer court here, and I took him up to the Anglican church camp, and he hung out his Rastafarian Rasta flag and lit up a spliff and did nothing. It was supposed to be work weekend. Devine, big hello to Devine in Toronto.
Huh.
Yeah. There's a lot of interesting ethnic people here in Salt Spring.
Oh, is there ever?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, this is sort of the...
Melting pot.
That, too.
It's a mosaic.
It's growing pot, too. Apparently you can get a medical marijuana license if you want.
Really?
All you have to
How do
do
you
is
get one of
you just have to have chronic pain.
I got chronic pain.
Well, I can give you the phone number right now. Do you want the phone number for medical marijuana?
Sitting on that pyramid.
No,
I thought you had it by heart.
I got it right in my pocket.
You've been spouting that number every
this is
week.
the phone number.
No, I need some of that.
No, seriously. If you want to get a medical marijuana license, you heard it here. And it's right on my phone.
Yeah.
I'll just scroll down here. And there it is. It's 1. Oh, I need some glasses. 1-866-337-7705 if you want to get your own medical marijuana license. You heard it here, folks. It's a little later than 4:20, but it's on 107.9 Radio CFSI 931-7999. If everybody got medical marijuana licenses, we wouldn't have to worry about all this running around, wasting court time, and the money going to bikers and Vietnamese.
Yeah, everybody.
Gash? You can't say that on the show. Dash. I thought you said gash.
Dash FM.
Yeah. Dash FM what?
.com.
Remember, no.
That's on live streaming, which
CFSI
is live streaming is fish.
That's right.
Slag Lumber is
Slag Lumber.
Mark
and Crofton,
Margaret Toller, and all the nice people at Slags really are the best lumber. And so the
2x4s.
The termite walks into the saloon and he says, "Is the bartender here?"
Yeah.
Is the bartender here?
Thank you.
And the other guy got kicked out of the bar for wearing crepe paper chaps. You know why?
That's right.
Why?
There's no rustling in these here parts.
Rustling.
Yeah, rustling.
Yeah. And then the string.
That's terrible.
Rustling
They wouldn't let the string in, and he said, "Are you a piece of string?" And he said, "I'm afraid not."
What about the joke with the guy with the 12-inch penis? The midget that came in and played the piano.
Joke. You making fun of my people?
No, but there's a joke that you know about that.
There is a joke.
Yeah.
About the guy with the midget, and then he prayed to the genie for a 12-inch penis, and he got this midget that could play the piano.
Is that how it works? I've
Yeah.
heard a number of variations on
You got to watch what you pray for. You might get it.
That's right.
Like you pray for a young blonde.
Powerful stuff, that prayer. You betcha.
One of my favorite movies is Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?
The dribble hour is over.
Okay, Secret Man, reintroduce yourself.
My name is Theodore. I am the Lord of Trouts. Raised in the wild by trouts, folks. I wouldn't kid about that. The fish
Theodore.
show is on Sunday nights at 9 p.m. Anytime soon.
It means lover of God, Theodore.
Like I'm.
Okay, over and out, 10-4. Thanks so much, folks.
Thanks, Dave.
That's the way it begins. L, that's the next letter in. E, the middle of the thing. G, gonna hear it again. G, yeah, you heard it before. Slag, lumber store. Look around, a whole lot more. Never find prices like Slag's lumber store. More, never find prices like Slade's lumber store.
Hi, this is Robert Bateman, and you're listening to CFSI FM on Salt Spring Island.
Hi, I'm Gwyneth Luptak, and welcome to Starstruck Astrology.
Aquarius.
If you were born somewhere between January 20th and February 19th, then you can claim the friendly and independent sign of Aquarius as your own. Loyal, upbeat, and usually quite socially aware, Aquarius is a people sign. Air is its element, and as with the other two air signs, Gemini and Libra, their nature is often intellectually oriented and communicatively based. Aquarius also has a natural sense of camaraderie, and they're frequently active in many group associations and social organizations, especially those with futuristic ideas, unusual interests, or with humanitarian ideals fueling them. When this sign commits itself to a cause, they become tireless and fearless workers. People often gravitate to them, and they frequently have many friends and acquaintances. The mode of action for Aquarius is fixed, and with this sign's well-developed concern for the welfare of others, when an Aquarius commits themselves to a social cause, they are formidable opponents, being both tenacious and stubborn regarding their beliefs and actions. They have a manner that is pleasant, cool, and somewhat emotionally detached. Functioning best in group situations, Aquarius is often said to be at home in a crowd. Consequently, many entertainers and public figures have the sign of Aquarius figuring prominently in their birth chart profiles. I'm Gwyneth Luptak, and this is Starstruck Astrology. You can hear me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the 9 a.m. magazine, and again at 5 p.m. here on CFSI.